Hello YouTube and welcome to another Agrarian Skies live stream. In this video I am going to be starting a fresh Agrarian Skies world. My last two worlds have been deleted from death, so hopefully this one goes better. So I'm going to be showing some things I've learned from playing Agrarian Skies twice now. Um, I have played Agrarian Skies 1, but Agrarian Skies 2 is a lot different. There's a lot of different quests, and there's no like easily repeatable quest that's obvious to get more lives like there was in the first game. So first thing I want to do is I want to type in /HQM hardcore. That'll give me 8 lives, and /HQM quest. And there we go. Now we have our questing interface and the quests so we can complete in Agrarian Skies. It's just not the same without that stuff. Alright, so in this map we're starting off with 1 dirt. So we're going to need to get a few extra dirt. So we're going to collect all of our extra dirt and we're only going to use the 1 dirt we have here for planting. Bone meal our first tree, and we got a big tree right off the bat. That's good luck. So what I'm going to do is try to get out of the early game as fast as possible, just briefly showing what you want to do. So first thing you want to do is make a crafting bench, some sticks. You want to make 2 crooks right off the bat. So I'm just going to throw this crafting bench in here. 2 crooks. Alright, now you want to start breaking leaves looking for a silkworm. And that silkworm is going to give you string in the early game, which is very important because string is how you get a whole bunch of different things. Starting with your sieve, you get your sieve and then you can get ores. You can turn dirt into stone, and that's how you get your first cobblestone. So basically, without string, we cannot do anything. So we gotta get string, and then we gotta infest a tree with our silkworm. We gotta get a silkworm. Then we gotta infest our tree with a silkworm. And then we have to get a string, and then we have to make a sieve using the string to make mesh. I think it's silk mesh it's called. And that will help us to sieve our dirt, which we will get small stones out of, which we can then craft into cobblestone. Once we have 6 cobblestone, we can make a slab furnace. The slab furnace will let us cook up all sorts of good stuff. We're going to need to make lava after that to try and make an automatic cobblestone generator. So that furnace will help us to cook up our crucible, which we are then going to use to dump 4 cobblestone in that to make a bucket of lava. And then we're going to need to get a clay bucket as well, which we also cook up in that furnace, which will get us to our cobblestone generator tier. So until I get to there, it's just going to be a lot of breaking trees, unfortunately, and talking to myself, and hopefully finding a silkworm. It's a very big tree. I'm kind of disappointed I haven't found a silkworm yet. Come on, silkworm. I need a silkworm. So I'm going to break a few of these wood blocks and climb up a bit higher to try and break the rest of these leaves. If at all possible, I do need to get that silkworm from this tree. So I'm just going to hop up here. Alright. And back to smashing. So Agrarian Skies is a lot different than other Skyblocks I find because there's a lot of grinding. Well, I mean, there's usually grinding in Skyblocks because Ex Nihilo is kind of grindy on its own. But I find that Agrarian Skies kind of... Whoops. Oh, come on, mute. Sorry. Seriously, why are you not muting? There we go. Sorry, my tablet is watching the stream so that I can see the chat. And it was not liking, it was not turning off its volume. Okay, so, ouch. That was a big mistake. So I fell off, so I'm going to have to climb back up. I'll just make a little spiral staircase, I guess. Just in case I fall again. Alright, we're going to climb up here. Use logs as kind of stepping stones. There we go. So after we get our cobblestone generator, then we can start working on some cool stuff. So after you get your cobblestone generator, usually you go straight to hammering. All right, we got some silkworms. Sweet. So I guess I'll just chop the rest of this down. Um, so after you get your cobblestone generator, you start working on sieving some good stuff, some metal, and you also start saving up resources to get grout. Now you want to get about 2 stacks of grout, and then you take that 2 stacks of grout and you make a smeltery. Now the smeltery you're going to use throughout the game, and you're going to have more than one of them at some points. But to start off, you're just going to take your one smeltery and you're going to make it as small as possible just to save resources and time. And then you're going to use that smeltery to start cooking up iron, which you're going to make into invar eventually. And the invar is very important, which is nickel and iron. You're going to use that alloy in order to make your automatic sieve. Once you have your automatic sieve, you can start working on automating the rest of your process to make ores. So you can work on an automatic cobblestone generator and stuff like that, all attached to that sieve. So that's where you go from this point, or from that point. Once you get your cobblestone generator, you try to get your ore resource production abilities, and then you try to get your automation abilities. I'm going to be following the quest as much as possible, just because it gives me something to do. And hello to someone whose name I probably cannot pronounce and ends in Sanchez. It's N. I'm gonna give it a try. It's N high. N-A? N-A? I don't know. I'm not gonna give it a try actually. I give up. All right. So something I like to do when I play Agrarian Skies is, as soon as I get my first tree chopped down, I like to make some wood slabs and put them right at the end of this river here. That way, if anything falls in the river, it'll get caught and I can pick it up. That way I don't lose any precious saplings, which are so important in the early game of Agrarian Skies, or any other important resources. Maybe if I die near the river, all my stuff falls in there, and then it'll go right off into the void if I don't have that there. So it's kind of useful. Alright, so we did get a lot of saplings from that first tree, as well as our silkworms. We got everything we need to move on to the next stage of our plan, which is to make a tree and poison it with silkworms. I say poison, but infest, I guess, is the right word. Oops, wrong type of tree. So we're just making another oak tree. And we're just going to stick... Well, this one's kind of small. We'll go for a bigger tree than this, just in case. We wouldn't want to run out of tree. So we're going to chop this one down. We'll just do another tree, and then we're going to stick our silkworms on both corners of that tree. And in the meantime, we're going to be farming more trees and making dirt with the saplings while we wait for this guy to get all silk. Once he turns all white and it's all silk, we'll farm it, and then we'll probably, hopefully, be able to make our sieve. Alright, this one looks probably big enough. Well, it's kind of annoying because the last one was all decaying, and I guess some of the leaves didn't grow because of that. So we'll chop this one down too. Kinda slow. I'm gonna wait for the leaves to decay after this one. Alright. And there we have it. So we've got a bunch of wood. We'll just wait for those leaves to decay. Hopefully they drop some more saplings. There's one over there. Alright, so now in the meantime, we can actually start working on a quest. Actually, there's this dangerous hole right here I'm going to cover up too. Alright, so there's a quest right in the early game. Learning the skyblock. Quest 1 is collect woods. We got that one. Or oak wood planks. And you get a pick of tears for that one. But then you get getting equipped. And you need to make all of the stuff from Tinkerer's Construct. Basically, you need the pattern chest, a stencil table, a tool station, blank pattern, and a part builder. You need the blank pattern to make all of the other ones, so you get that one automatically. So the first thing you want to do is make some patterns. You're going to make 8 patterns. You're going to stick one on a log, one on a plank, and you're going to make a chest like that, and stick a pattern on there as well. And then finally, you're going to make a crafting table, and you're going to stick a pattern on that to get a tool station. That should be all of them. Did I miss one? I think I did not make the stencil table. Yeah. All right. So there you go. You have them all, and you get a milk or 4 milk bottles or 4 eggs. I always take the eggs because they're far more valuable. Oh yeah, first you need to make a flint axe head, which we have all the resources to do now. So you're going to take your stencil table, and you're going to throw your patterns in there, and you're going to click on the axe head, and you're going to make the axe head pattern. Then you're going to take your part builder, and you're going to place that right next to it. And you can place a pattern chest on top of that if you like. You put the axe head in the pattern chest. Just drag it over here from there. And there you go, flint axe head. And that'll get us our next quest completed. And then we're going to make a tool station right next to that. We can use that to make this flint axe head into an axe. First, we'll complete our quest. Get our eggs. All right, now we have a flint axe head left over, and we're going to turn that into a axe by just getting a stick and the axe head, and there we go, a flint hatchet. We chop down our trees much faster with that. All right, so looks like they're almost done decaying here. We'll just break the last few leaves. It's nighttime now, so we're going to have to fight some monsters while we do it. Luckily, we have the Pick of Tears. It's a pretty good weapon for the early part of the game, so I'm not too worried. We got an Enderman there. Those guys are scary, especially since I have no armor. We're just going to throw some silkworms on this guy, and he'll turn white over time. Probably in about half a day, he'll be completely white, and we can farm him for some silk. All right, so we have some enemies incoming. We'll deal with them in a minute. First, we're going to make a chest. Hopefully, we can get this done before it gets here. We'll just dump some of our extra stuff in there. Stuff we don't need. Just keep a couple saplings and a little bit of bone meal. Our dirt and all this important stuff we should probably keep. Alright, now, the enemies that do spawn always fall down from that platform up there. That's because most of the area down here is half-slabbed, or it's too close to you when you're just standing on the island for enemies to spawn. So you always have enemies that come down already damaged, which is really good because it means that when you hit them, they're likely going to die. Some of them have armor and they won't die as quickly, but for the most part, you will be able to kill them quite quickly. Alright, so now we need to do a few more things. So let's just check our quest journal and see what it wants us to do next. It wants us to get string, which of course we're working on, and it wants us to get some crop sticks. So crop sticks are very easy to make as well. All you need to do is get 4 sticks and put them in the same shape as a crafting table, and you get crop sticks. And we can get a raiding hoe or potato seeds. In this case, I'm going to take the hoe just because I don't have a good hoe and I prefer it. The potatoes will come later no matter what I do because zombies do drop potatoes occasionally. I need to kill 1 skeleton and 1 zombie to get some cow eggs, a pot, and a reward bag, all which are very good items. So we're going to try and kill a skeleton. Hopefully there's one that spawns tonight that we can kill. Doesn't look like a skeleton's down here yet, so we'll have to wait. Another place I like to place a block is right here in the middle. Kind of have to... There we go. That way I can't fall in that hole. Alright, we have a skeleton up here, so we'll just take care of him. And we've finished our quest. Okay, so we have a really fast mini-zombie here. He's called a bold zombie. And he dropped us a common treasure. Luckily, he couldn't quite get to me. Alright, so we're just going to put all of this extra stuff. We might actually take the bow because it is early game and I don't have any good ranged weapons. Leave the watering can because it's too valuable to risk losing. Alright. Now our next quest, after we get this, we should take the pot. I think you always want to take the pot on this quest. And the reason I say that is because there is a reward bag or a pot, and the pot is made with, I think it's aluminum brass poured onto a bucket. So we can't actually get a pot until we have a smeltery. A pot can also turn bones into stock, which is a great early game food, which heals 1 hunger. So for the most part, the pot is the better option. There's actually a little bit of information on this quest too, if you read it, on how to make a mob farm. It tells you what to do in order to automatically be able to farm mob monsters. So it says mob parts are frequently needed for esoteric purposes as well as for eating. To get mobs, you will need to build a place for them to spawn. A basic mob tower is 27 blocks high and contains a hole in the center. As water pushing the mobs down, a drop to their death. Some mobs, however, may need a higher drop. Walling off your mob spawning area is not a bad idea. There are multiple ways to improve this type of farm and even automate it later on. So it thinks I should make a dropping farm, which I agree is a good type of farm, and it also gives you the chance to get some Enderman pearls, which you can't really get in normal farms. So we are going to go with that. All right, so our leaves are still infesting. We have a enemy up there. I guess my arrow did not penetrate him because it fell. We have another skeleton over here. I'm just going to knock him off. Not too worried about him. All right. So, next on our list of things to do is get string. And it's almost done, so we'll be able to get string in just a minute. After that, we're going to want barrels in order to compost some extra dirt. So we might as well work on those now. A barrel is, I think, slabs and walls of wood. Yes, it is. So we're going to make 4 barrels. We're going to put 2 outside, and we're going to put 2 inside. The 2 that are outside are used for gathering water when it rains, and the 2 that are inside are used for composting stuff into dirt. So zombie flesh is a very good thing to compost, as is saplings. Saplings you need 8 per dirt, and zombie flesh you need 10. Both of those are great. I usually throw all my zombie flesh in first, up to 5, and then finish with saplings. Sometimes you have 10, you can make a whole dirt, but usually you have about 5 at this point, and you can just make half of the dirt with zombie flesh and half of the dirt with saplings. If you do 5 zombie flesh and 4 saplings, you kind of make the most efficient use of your resources, because any more than that and you'll end up wasting some. The saplings do 12.5% each, and the zombie flesh does 10% each. So the only place where they kind of meet up evenly and you don't lose any of your capabilities to compost is pretty much when you're using 5 and 4. Otherwise, you want to use all of one type in the early game. So we'll make 1 more dirt. And then we're going to break down this tree for silk. It's almost done. We're going to use a crook as well because we do want to get some additional silkworms if possible, so we don't have to do this again in the future. Alright, and we're going to start. We still have a lot of enemies to worry about, but hopefully the sun will come and fry them for us. Alright, so we got 9. We need a total of 18. 20 is better. Oh, I think I might have angered that Enderman. Nope. I'm kind of curious. Okay, so he does have quite a bit of health still. I got him. Sweet. It's kind of scary. Oh, there's another one. Oh no. Leave me alone. Woo! What is wrong with that zombie? Look at this guy. Pumpkin head like floating over him. Good. Let's see if we can kill this other Enderman. Since we succeeded at killing the first two, I'm brave enough to attack the third one. Oh, he's mighty. I'm dead. I did not see that he was mighty. I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to bother. Usually you want to kill the Enderman. Primary reason is because Ender Pearls are super valuable. Secondary reason is because he will pick up your stupid dirt, and dirt is so hard to get in the early game. So then you lose like your super valuable dirt early game because of an Enderman. So one way to deal with him is to get this witch here to attack him, and then they'll have a fight. And I don't have to deal with him. He got poisoned by the witch, so that worked out in my favor. And I can take care of her. And hopefully he gets pretty much dead, and then I can just last shot him. Oh, he fell off. Even better. No more Mighty Enderman. Alright, so I'm starting to get hungry here. We have so many apples at the beginning of the game, so we're just going to grab those and eat them. We did get a couple silkworms so far. I'm going to finish off the rest of this tree. Hello, Caleb. Glad to see you here in my stream. Today I'm playing Agrarian Skies, and I am just starting. I've only been playing maybe 10-15 minutes. So we're just collect this silk here in order to make our sieve, and then we can start moving on up. Hopefully to get some. Oh, I have a. Oh, I'll use that. It's even better. Maddox. I don't know why I was breaking that tree with my fist. I have an axe and a hoe. Alright, so we got plenty of string here. In order to make our sifter, we need to get, or a sieve, we need to get 2 silk mesh. We need 2 sticks. We need 4 wood. We just put the 2 silk mesh in the middle of the wood, and there it is, a sieve. With that, we can take our dirt and we can turn it into cobblestone, which we can then use, hopefully, to get our cobblestone generator up and running. Alright, so we're going to get a bigger chest here because we've already filled this one up. Cobblestone is the best resource early game, mainly because you can make lots of great machines with it. You can start off with a stone chopper. You can get that pretty much just with, yeah, you just need stone, I think. You just need smooth stone and stone. So everything that you can make with a cobblestone generator. And then to upgrade it, you just need 1 redstone per upgrade to make it a little bit bigger and able to chop down more trees. Alright, so here we go. We need to get 24 stone for our slab furnace, and we need to get another 16 stone for our to smelt into lava. So I think 40 is it. I think we've got it. We're just going to do the last one as well, or the last 2 as well. There we go. So we ended up with 45 stone. Alright, so now we're going to make sure that we follow all of these quests. We get this one, we get sugarcane seeds, because those are rarer. This one, I'm going to take the writing pick since the other one is useless. This is great, gives us a rainmaker. Finish that one too. And now we need to get some clay. If we get 1 clay, just 1 single clay, it will give us 7 porcelain clay for free, which is great. Very useful early game to do that quest and get your resources from there rather than farming dirt for a long time to get the same amount of resources. Okay, so in order to get our clay, we need to get rain, and we just were given a rainmaker by that quest. So we're gonna set this rainmaker off. You want to build kind of like a platform to stick it on because it does explode. Then you want to kind of run for it, and it'll explode, and then we'll get some rain. All right, there we go. Now our barrels can fill up with water, which will allow us to move on. So next thing we want to build is our slab furnace. We need to make 2 sets of slabs, and we just make a furnace shape. And there's our slab furnace. Works exactly the same as a furnace, it's just smaller. I'm just gonna put it, actually that looks terrible, so I'm gonna put it over here, I guess. Looks bad, but it'll do. Alright, so in our furnace, we're gonna wanna cook up some clay as soon as possible. Get a clay bucket. In order to do that, we're going to need to make a hammer. A hammer is just sticks and 2 wood or stone and iron. They go up in tiers. And you just smash down a cobblestone brick and you'll get gravel. You smash another one and you'll get sand, and you smash it again and you will get dust. You take that dust and you stick it in a barrel of water and you get clay. As soon as you get clay, you can finish this quest and you'll get 7 porcelain clay as one of the rewards. Also, we've gotten, by smashing that into dust, we get all of this stuff for free. So the clay is alright, but the rainmaker is way more useful if we ever need it to rain in the future. That's terrific. So we're going to take that. It's just cooler. Yet 1 clay reward is just not really worth it. And there we have our first clay. Break that into clay balls, and we have another quest finished. Now, what I usually do at this point is I take the porcelain clay reward as opposed to the bone reward. The bone reward is more valuable if you think of clay as being something easy to get, but in the early game, it takes less of your cobblestone resources in order to get your porcelain clay this way. So that's why I usually take the porcelain clay, and then I make myself my crucible. And there it is. Just come out here and kill the zombie. So you just take that crucible and you stick it in an oven and you cook it. That'll give you a working crucible. And then you're going to take it down here because there's a torch already down here. And I'm going to move it. Just remove this spawn point sign and stick a torch right there. I'm going to put my crucible on top of this torch. And that will allow me to slowly create lava out of my cobblestone, the 4 cobblestone that I have right now. So take our crucible, stick it on the torch, and stick our 4 cobblestone in. Now, once we have this cobblestone, we are going to need to move it. In order to move it, we are going to need a bucket. We can't get iron yet, so we're going to have to get a clay bucket, which will only be able to carry lava once. And we'll just cook that up in our slab furnace as well. And then we will be able to start a cobblestone generator. Cobblestone generator is basically the most important early game thing you are going to do in Agrarian Skies. Once you do this, you can move on to automation much quicker. There's lots of machines you can make with just cobblestone and access to cobblestone. So it is terrific and something you should do as soon as possible. So all I have is wood and some cobblestone slabs to make it out of. Luckily it is raining and it will stay raining for a significant period of time. So this wood should be enough to make our cobblestone generator. Even though lava will burn it, it's not such a big deal because it doesn't really matter to us since we are just going to replace it with cobblestone as soon as we get some from our generator. Okay. So in order to make the cobblestone generator, you're going to need a bunch of stuff. First of all, you're going to want to place one of your cobblestone slabs or both of your cobblestone slabs right here in the middle on top of a block. And you're going to want to put a river that goes around them like this. This river is going to bring you any drops that fall back away from you. It's not such an important part of the build, but it is going to make you have more drops come to you. This You can make this a little bit more compact, but it's less effective, I find. So before we do anything else, let's just run in here. We're going to make a pocket crafting table. The reason we're going to do that is because it just makes it easier when I'm out and I need to craft something. I can just do it on my hotbar rather than having to come back in here and use the crafting table. And now we're going to make some signs. We're just going to make one set of signs, and that will allow us to block off some water flows, which we want to stop right here and right here. Okay, so now we've got the basic frame of our cobblestone generator set up. From here, we want to build up 2 blocks on these 3 locations. And we want to place kind of like a line that goes diagonal, 2 blocks high, all the way from one corner to the other. Like so. So you end up with this 4 long zigzag like this. And then you're going to take the middle blocks out. Here, here, and here. You're also going to remove these 2 blocks right here. Now at this point, your cobblestone generator is pretty much done. All you need to do is throw 2 water barrel buckets in these 2 holes, right here, and right here. And once you've done that, you can go see if your lava generator or lava crucible has finished making your lava. Mine's only half done, less than half done. So it's still going to be a bit. And once that's done, I can just stick it in that final hole, and my generator will be running. Now I actually am going to use my slabs to kind of change the look of this a bit. I'm just going to try and do this just to so I don't have to replace the blocks surrounding lava later, because if I do have to replace those ones and the water touches the lava by accident, I'll make an obsidian, which I just don't have any tools that I can use to remove it yet. It'll just be unbreakable. So by doing this, I prevent myself from in the future ever having to alter those blocks. If any of the other blocks burn down, I can replace them with cobblestone since I will have some from my generator. So this pretty much just saves me a little bit of effort in the future and a little bit more risk of having to move it and having an obsidian spawn. Alright, we'll just check the process on our lava. It's at 600 out of 1,000, so it'll be there soon enough. We can take this time to do some inventory management, and actually let's take this time to grow another tree. We currently don't really have that much wood, so another tree will be great. Timber! We'll just keep farming trees. I'm just going to break the leaves first because they're valuable saplings inside these leaves. I'm not too worried about the saplings anymore because at this point they're kind of becoming less and less relevant, but for now I still want to take them out. So we're hoping maybe for a witch or 2 that can give us some redstone that would help us to make a better stone chopper early game. Probably not going to happen. They're a little bit more difficult or more rare than the other mobs. They still do come significant amounts, but then the chances of them dropping redstone aren't 100% either. So you kind of have to really try to get one. Okay, so at this point, we're starting to get hungry. We're running low on food, and we actually have a quest. Whew, that was close. That we can finish that will give us some food. Actually, we'll just finish these quests up. And unfortunately, if you do finish this quest to make the clay bucket before you make your crucible, you can actually get another quest completed. But I always forget to do that. It's like my trademark forget. So instead, we're just going to make some more fired clay by using bone meal on our clay, or some more porcelain clay, I mean, sorry. And we'll make another crucible. We'll just finish this quest up. Like so. And that should finish up that quest. We'll check our process on our lava, and it's at almost there. 70 millibuckets left, so it'll probably take about 20 seconds or so. We'll go back in a bit after killing these mobs. And then finally, a cobblestone generator. At this point, we can start collecting lots and lots of cobblestone for use in everything. You pretty much use cobblestone to collect all of your ores in Skyblocks. So we'll be smashing it into gravel and then sieving the gravel, smashing it into dust and sieving the dust to try and get redstone. That does take a significant period of time to smash everything. Unfortunately, that's one of the grinds of Agrarian Skies. But in the end, it usually is very rewarding once you get everything automated because you've been through so much grinding to get there. Okay, so now our last part of this quest is to get lava in our bucket, and we have lava. So we'll just finish up that quest and get our 2 aluminum brass ingots. And now we've accomplished all of the quests that we can finish right off the bat. Okay, so there we go. And our cobblestone generator is active. Alright, now, one thing I did not do is, I think for some reason the half slabs are interfering with this, but usually, oh, that's why. I forgot to put a block here. So there and there. So usually the lava will turn the top blocks into cobblestone for us. Doesn't appear it's doing that this time, so I'll probably need to replace those half slabs there. We'll worry about that later. First things first, let's just use this cobblestone generator as it's working now. There we go. So usually it's like this, and then you remove this and you get cobblestone, but it's not working this time. It's working one level down though, so we'll just remove this block and we'll just mine these ones instead. Oh, it's not working now. Ah, there we go. I fixed it. It's because there is no block right here. There we go. Golden. Now we'll get our cobblestone generator running. As you can see. Okay, so one more quick thing I do is I'll stick a sign right there. That'll just prevent the water from pushing me off, so I can just stand in one spot while I mine. Now we've got a few cobblestone. We're going to start making another bucket of lava right away because they do take forever to make early game. And we're going to need one for use on a crucible. We're going to take our other crucible and we're going to place that up on top of this lava source up here. That'll help us to have a little bit more lava production. So we'll just set that up. They work a bit faster when they're on lava, so there we go. And at this point, we want to start changing some of these blocks into wood if possible. So these ones right here are very easy. You mine them out, and the cobblestone generator will automatically make them into cobblestone for you. Some of the other ones we're going to have to replace manually, but we'll worry about those in a bit. We're just going to sit here and farm some cobblestone. I hear an enemy, so we'll have to take care of him, so there's that. And I'm starving. There's that too. So that's why I wanted to get some stone in order to turn my apples into better food. Also, I can turn these bones into stock, like I mentioned earlier, which is a great food for early game. You get 3 stock for every bone, so plenty of stock for us. And we can get our regeneration back. We still want to get our water source back where we lost that one. So we're going to take some dust and throw it in one of these barrels, get some more clay, smash that up. We'll make another unfired clay bucket, which we are then going to fire in our furnace after we're done making the stone. Actually, I think we're just going to replace it. And so to make a juicer, which we're going to use to juice our apples to get a little bit more value out of them, you just need, I thought it was just 1 stone and 1 pressure pad. Let me just look it up. Juicer. So it's stone and a pressure pad, but you have to make it in the middle, so it has to be here. There it is. We just take our apples with that juicer, and we can make apple juice, which also heals 1 hunger, same as our stock. So both of those are really good early game foods. So now we're rolling. We've got all of the major starting items and buildings out of the way. And we are good to go to our next stage. So the next stage of building in Agrarian Skies for us is going to be, we want to make a smeltery. So the smeltery is very good to make as early as possible because you can smelt up all your ores in it. And we're going to have a lot of ores coming in at one point, and we're going to need the smeltery to take care of those. We also need it just for basic stuff, like, I mean, without iron and stuff like that, it's impossible to progress and make machines. Before we do any of that, though, we want to make a few basic machines that you can make without any smeltery or anything like that. We're going to make a stone chopper, and we are going to make a stone planter. We're also going to make a stone harvester or mob killer, and we're basically just going to make every single type of stone machine possible. So in order to look those up, I'm just going to type in stone here and scroll until I find them. That way they'll all be together. There they are. Okay, so we have our stone miner. What that does is it digs blocks out underneath it and replaces them with cobblestone. It also has an add-on that generates cobblestone. So we can use that as a different form of cobblestone generator. The stone chopper, which just chops down trees. The stone planter, which does crops. The stone generator, which makes fuel, but I've never actually used it. We can't afford that because you need a RF engine for it, so we're gonna ignore that one. The stone animal farmer, which we might use, but we'll make one and we won't necessarily use it right away. And a stone killer, which again, we're not going to use right away, but we might make one. The shears that are required for the animal farmer are going to hold us back, so we'll make everything but the animal farmer and the generator for now. So we'll make the miner, the chopper, the planter, and the killer. And then we can make these stone upgrades later, which we will use to upgrade those same machines. So we are going to need a lot more stone. First things first, though, let's make our first one. I need to make some more cobblestone to make a furnace. I think they use a furnace. I'll double check that, but I think they do. So yeah, it's always one furnace, and then one thing made out of cobblestone. In this case, for the chopper, we're going to need an axe, so we're going to need 3 cobblestone plus 8 for our furnace. So we need 11 cobblestone. There we go. That should be 11. And we need some sticks, so we're just going to take 2 wood out of our furnace. And that'll make us our axe. At the same time, actually we'll do that later because we don't have enough cobblestone right now, but we'll make our pickaxe with the rest of that. Okay, and here's our chopper. It just runs on any fuel, and you just place it and it'll just do its thing. Now, the one thing about these machines is they start off with a range of 1, and they also will always start facing east. So in this case, it will start planting on this dirt here. We want to give it a flint level tool. You can only take flint level tools at this point. We want to give it some wood as a fuel, and we want to give it saplings to plant. So there we go, saplings, wood, sorry, and there we go. So I'm going to actually fill it up with wood. I usually use wood planks in a stone chopper because it's more efficient than other fuels, since it doesn't stay active that long. It's only 2 or 3 ticks, which is less than the cost of one fuel if you're using any kind of better fuel like charcoal or coal. So I avoid the use of them, and I try to use basic wood in those choppers. Alright, so we're going to take a bone meal. We're just going to get this chopper working. Now we can just walk away while it chops down our trees, do whatever we want, and then every time we pass by, we'll just bone meal another tree, just so we do get some constant wood production. We don't have to chop them down ourselves, so it's amazing. And they chop down much faster than if I was doing them manually anyways. So we're just going to keep on cooking cobblestone. We're going to need even more than that. And we'll keep on collecting it too, since we're going to need some. Just go back to our cobble generator and hack away for a bit. The sad thing when you play Agrarian Skies on hardcore, it's so hard, and if you fall off, you lose everything, and then you only have like a limited number of lives, and it's like impossible to replenish those lives unless you do insane amounts of quests. I haven't actually found a repeatable quest yet that gives you lives, so as far as I know, there are a finite number of lives that you can have. And once you run out, you die, and they delete your map instantly. So I got killed my last 2 times on my previous map by the same Enderman. He hit me and one-shotted me twice. I guess he was buffed in some way by some mod, but he was very, very scary. I had full armor on, and he one-shotted me. Very, very scary. Okay, so now we have our stone miner. The next is going to be a stone planter, and then we're going to make a stone killer. So we're going to need some more cobblestone. Back to the grind. Whoops, we don't want to remove that one. It's a mistake. Actually, we can remove these ones. It's this block we can't remove, and it's going to catch fire, so I'm going to replace it with cobblestone right now. There we go. Now it should be fine. Like I said before, around the time it stops raining, or before hopefully, we do want to replace most of these blocks with cobblestone, because otherwise they can burn down. It's not fun to have your cobblestone generator burn down on you. Alright, so we're going to dump a few more in here. We'll keep 8, 9, 10. We'll just keep 3 in there. Make a hoe and a furnace, and that will be our planter. And now the other machine we can make is a killer. I'll work on that next. And those are the basic machines you can pretty much make from the get-go. The other ones you need more advanced resources for, so we'll worry about them another time. They're also not that useful in the early game. The generator would be, but there's nothing to power. And yeah, it requires gold and blocks of redstone we don't have yet. And the other one is a mob farmer, which could also be useful, but again, we're going to need wheat, and we don't really have a farm going yet, so it's kind of pointless to get that one as well. So on our way back in, I'm just going to bone meal the tree. Give us some more auto wood. Okay. 8, 9, 10. Alright, the rest of that can turn into stone. Here's our furnace and a sword. Now we just need to fill the rest with smooth stone, and we're done. A perfect amount. Look at that timing. Alright, so there's all of our starting machines. A stone killer, a stone planter, a stone miner. The stone killer, as far as I know, you can't make stone weapons, or you can't make flint weapons either. Maybe you can. So you can make a flint broadsword, it says, but I tried to make a flint sword blade before and it didn't let me. I'll try it. Maybe it's possible. So here's our pattern stencil table. We'll see if we can make a blade out of flint. See, it doesn't let you. You can't make one. So not actually sure how you're supposed to use a killer early game. Maybe you can make a flint knife. I'll try that. So you can make a flint knife, so I believe that could be an option. So we'll try a flint knife and see if that works. Oh, that's a throwing knife. How do you make a knife? You need a crossbar. So we'll just make a quick crossbar real quick. So hopefully the knife is something we can use as a weapon in our killer. That'd be great, and gives us an option for early game. Knives are kind of cool. You throw them and they stick in stuff, and you can go collect them. They don't really work so well at killing mobs. I find that when you attack a mob with them, they tend to disappear. Whoops. Unfortunately, I missed my throw there. You have to kind of aim down because the knife does fly up a bit. Sweet. They're so much fun to use. I wish that they weren't so buggy. The other... Oh, there we go. There's a witch. So if you throw it at the witch, see? The knife will just... Oh, it went right through her. But a lot of the times it'll just disappear. Like that time, I think it's gone now. No, it's still there. Look at that. It's a non-buggy one. Or less buggy one. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna kill. 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 Run. 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 Poison OP. Oh, this is very bad. Whoa. Blocks. I need blocks. I don't care if it's dust. Block. Oh, that was close. Woo! I made it. Stupid poison. So the knife is actually not bugging out on me this time. I've played before and used a flint knife and had it bug out and disappear. So I'm gonna keep trying to use it. Hopefully it doesn't bug out. It's a great weapon if it doesn't. You can throw it right through an enemy. It does tons of damage. And it just looks really cool because you're throwing a knife at them. Looks like you have high skill. Okay, so we have a monster spawning skeleton over there, which is bad news for us. Oh man. Oh, I'm dead. I'm so dead. Plant, plant! Oh my gosh, that was close. And she could just spawn another one inside, so. Wow. I can't believe I'm alive. Whoo. Whoo. Close. Close, close, close. Okay, so we have a bow and we have a few arrows. I think we're going to try and utilize that. Because I'm scared. I don't know what happened to my flint knife. He's a bold skeleton, whatever that means. Just die, seriously. Why are you such a jerk? No, no, no. I don't like dying. Dying bad. Living good, dying bad. No dying. You know what? I think I'm gonna make another knife and throw it at him. I got no more ranged weapons here. All right, come on, quickly, knife, 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 knife. There we go. Stabby, stabby. Stab, 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 stab. Oh man, he is just so tanky. I got him. Oh, I finally got him. All right, let's go see if I can collect my knives. There's my first one. My second one, I threw this direction. I don't know where it went. Woo, that's a creeper. Oh, what hit? An Enderman? Why? How could an Enderman get angry at me? He's like, it's raining. What? What? What a jerk. Seriously, dude, I'm just teleporting around. I feel like killing you, so I'm gonna, kill you. I got no business killing you. You didn't do anything to me. You didn't look at me. Which is my normal kill condition, but, I just felt like it. Passing by. Murdering people. Alright, well, that sucked. We died. But I think we got everything back. Where's my knife? Where's my knife? My knife! No! Not my knife! Mr. Knife? Are you there? Please? Answer me? Okay, so I think my knife disappeared. As I said before, I find the knives buggy at best. They they constantly disappear on me. All of the other throwing weapons I really like, especially the throwing shuriken. Those ones are the best. But unfortunately, throwing knives not so, or just the knife not so good. So we were a little bit low on flint, but I'm actually gonna see if I can make that shuriken or kunai I saw before. I'm gonna make a couple of those and see if they're any good. Just throw some knife blades in here and some sticks, and there we go. So we get flint throwing knives. So I think those can be recharged. Oh man. Oh, those are so cool. Oh, I love that aimer. Oh, these are great. Oh, these are so cool. Hello, Shikin M. Flores. How are you today? These are like the best thing ever. I can't believe I didn't know about these before. Such cool. Okay, and then they actually stay when you run out too. Amazing. So you can just replenish them with some more flint or whatever resource you make them out of. Alright, so we're definitely gonna need to eat some food. That's like nothing right now. To make some more stock with my pot. Stock and pot. I don't know if my other knife made it. I'm gonna look around, but I think they're just gone. So we'll just worry about throwing knives as a ranged weapon now instead of the lame knives that disappear. These are so cool. Did I say your name right, or did I say it wrong? Hello, Radwan Samani. Is that right? Am I even close? Come down, skeleton. I want to test out my new weapon. I wonder how high they go. Oh man, they can go all the way that high? That's amazing. These are great. Oh yeah, I love these things. My new favorite weapon. Let's see. if I can hit that skeleton. Well, after he starts glitching out, stops glitching out, I'll just wait. He'll fall sooner or later. So you don't lose any until you actually hit something with them. That's why these are terrific. Okay, so I've had enough playing around now. Kept throwing them because it was fun. What can we do next? So we've got a good amount of resources. Let's check our next quest and see if there's anything cool we can do. So we actually got a stone chopper gave us some food, cooked salmon. It's not bad. So making a super crafting frame gives us 8 iron ingots. That's huge at this point in the game, so we have no access to iron whatsoever. So just to make that thing, we just need some wood. It's very easy. Just make a crafting table and some sticks. You just need 8 sticks. And you need a crafting table. And you just stick the 8 sticks around the crafting table. Bam, super crafting frame. And basically what this is just basically a recipe. You just hit it with a recipe, and then when you hit it, it automatically crafts that recipe for you. So if you want to quickly make planks, you just do that. So that's for. And we can collect our iron ingots after we make a super void frame and a super item frame. Those ones might be a little bit more expensive. The super void frame, I think, is expensive. Yeah, it costs an ender pearl, and the item frame, I think, is cheaper. Oh, it's actually a leather. Oh, super item frame is a dropper, which we need a redstone for, which we don't have, unfortunately. We actually have some dust though, so why don't I take our dust and sieve through it and see if we can't find a redstone, because if we can, that'll solve this problem. We can get our 8 iron. Oh, unfortunately, we did not get one. We got some powdered silver, some powdered copper. Powdered silver is really rare too, so that's pretty good, but we didn't get the 13% drop on our redstone. Okay, so I am going to bone meal this tree. I hope I'm not out of bone meal, but I think I might be. No, I got 12 more. Perfect. Get some more wood. Let our stone chopper have some work to do. I actually think I'm going to spend my first redstone upgrading the stone chopper so he can do more trees at once. That way I can just kind of leave him for longer periods of time without having to bone meal and stuff. Alright, so this guy's kind of annoying me. I'm going to see if I can hit this glitching guy. I think he's actually right there. No, right there. Did I get him? Yeah, I got him. Sweet. Oh, he died too. Sweet. We have a throwing knife sticking out of there now. Can I go get that? Do I dare? Going to the mob spawning platform of doom. Break. Oh no, I'm gonna drown before I make it. Come on, break! Break! Aw, oh, sweet. No, I'm drowning. Ah! Alright, survival. Got our throwing knife back. Hey, I can see my house from here. This is a little island I live on in the middle of nowhere. Nothing around me. This is the literal middle of nowhere. If you ever thought you lived in the middle of nowhere, there's literally nothing for this guy. Nothing but void. There's like one thing in the entire world besides him and this island. It's right over here. I'll show you. It's 2 blocks at the very bottom of the world. There it is. Right down there where my hammer is. 2 blocks at the bottom of the world. Skeleton has died. Yes, he is. He has died. I died at him. I killed him. I died at him. That sounds better. It sounds like, I don't know. Died. It just sounds fun to say. It's like totally wrong, and everyone would be so mad at me for saying it, especially if I was still in school, but All right. What do I want to do next? Right, I need to make a stone hammer. Do we have any cobblestone? We do not, so let's go get some cobblestone. Make a stone hammer, and we're going to start smashing up some stone out of our cobblestone generator with our hammer in order to get gravel. And that gravel we are going to use to sieve for some ores. We're also going to use it to make our smeltery by making sand and gravel and clay out of it all. All right, so we have some cobblestone here. Now we're going to take our cobblestone and we're going to turn it into some hammers. We'll make 2 of those right now. All right, and we're going to get rid of our old wooden hammer because it's useless. All right. Now I'm actually going to have to go in about 5 minutes here. I'll probably be playing again tomorrow. But I do have to go because I have to make dinner for my wife who's coming home from work. So in just 5 more minutes of smashing stuff, I'm going to go. And then we'll have another stream another time. Continue this map. So far, not doing anything great. Like, I mean, I got a cobblestone generator and that's it. I have some cool machines like the chopper and whatnot, but nothing really that great. I think after I build my smeltery, I'm going to make the faster cobble generator that just kind of basically instantly makes cobblestone. And as soon as I have that, I'm going to work on making a mob farm, since I'll basically have infinite building blocks at that point, because that cobblestone generator is insanely fast. It's a little bit expensive, but once you get it going, you never have to worry about cobblestone again. Let's look it up. It's called a you use a transfer pipe. So you get a transfer pipe or transfer node, which you need 9 redstone and some kind of transfer pipe. So you need 10 redstone, 2 glass, and some stone slabs. All that stuff's very easy to get. And a chest and 2 stone. You can also use an ender pearl instead of a block of redstone, which is what I usually do because it's a lot cheaper for you early game. So you really only need 3 redstone, and then you get your transfer node, and then you need a world interaction upgrade, which you need 7 iron for. So as soon as you have 7 iron and 4 lapis, you pretty much make this, and all of your cobblestone woes are over. You constantly have enough cobblestone. We actually have 8 iron that we get from a quest, so we can use that 8 iron. We only need to find 4 lapis. I'm not sure the best way to get lapis, but I think it's actually from we'll check, but I think, yeah, you sieve gravel, so you have a 5% drop rate for 1 and a 7% drop rate for, or a 5% drop rate for 2 and a 7% drop rate for 1. So you just need to sieve maybe, I don't know, what is that, 20, probably 80 gravel to get your chance of getting enough, maybe a little bit less than that. So maybe a stack of gravel will do it. Should get you 4 of your lapis. Once you have that, you can make your ultimate cobblestone generator that basically makes a barrel of cobblestone in maybe 5 to 10 minutes. And then you can build anything you want out of cobblestone anyways. Then building generator and stuff like that, it's much better. So we've got lots of gravel now. I'm going to start sieving through that gravel and looking for that lapis. There it is. My sieve. Come on, lapis. Need some lapis. After I'm done sieving all this stuff, I think that's going to be it for the day because I got to make dinner. So I'll just say my outro tag now, and you can choose whether or not you want to watch me aimlessly sieve for the next 2 minutes. So if you liked this live stream or this video, like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Except that I'm still going for another, like, 64 gravel. Seven, 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 77, seven, seven. So I got one lapis so far. Come on, lapis. I think I got more there. Yes, we're 2 lapis. More lapis, please. And after we get lapis, we switch to dust sieving, and we sieve for the redstone, and that's pretty much it. We got our cobblestone upgrade. Come on. Come on. We also need to cook some sand up. Actually, we have some right here, so why don't we start that? That way we'll have our glass ready. Whoops. So it's going to be a double outro video. I'm going to be like, outroed and then outroed again after I was done. So, we just need to see blue one more time. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. Come on. I need lapis. I didn't see what that was. It wasn't lapis. Lapis. Nope. Lapis. Nope. Come on, lapis. We need some lapis, lapis, lapis. Need some lapis, lapis, lapis. Need some lapis, lapis, lapis. Need some lapis. I need some lapis. Need some lapis, lapis. Need some lapis. This is annoying me, and I'm singing it. Oh, come on. I got like 3 lapis off the bat, and I'm not getting any now. Come on, lapis! Lapis, 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 lapis. Need some lapis. Nope. And sadly, no lapis was ever found. Come on, lapis. Need some lapis. I need some lapis. Some lapis. Some lapis. Need some lapis. I need some lapis. Some lapis. Some lapis. Need some lapis. Okay, I got it finally. Whew. That took a while. Alright, so now we're done sieving all our gravel. And we've got 4 lapis, which is enough to make our world editing upgrade. Next boring repetitive task is smash stuff. Smash it with a hammer. And I'll put that box in a box, and I'll put that box in the box, and I'll mail that box to myself. And then when it arrives, I will smash it with a hammer. Or, to save on postage, I'll just poison him with this. If you know what movie that's from, shout it out. I think I'm going to do that like every single time I do a stream from now on, or video. It's going to be like, if you know what video that was from, then please say so in the comments. Or please say so now in the chat. Because if you don't know what video that is, you're pretty sad. Because that's amazing. Or you should go watch it. I guess you're not sad. Because, well, maybe you're sad because you've never seen it. Yeah. Because it's like the best movie ever. I don't know. It was one of my favorite movies as a kid. It's called The Emperor's New Groove. It has great lines like, Llama face! Best line ever. Why would I kidnap a llama? Alright, so now we have dust, and we're going to sieve it for redstone. I think there's a pretty high chance of getting redstone, but I'm like the worst person ever at getting lucky. Oh no! That's a bad guy. Don't disturb me when I'm sieving! You bad man! You are a bad man. And I will kill you with my throwing knives because they're cool. You are not. Cannot defeat their coolness. Alright. So I'm just gonna quickly make a chest and then I'm gonna exit the video. Exit the video. Video exit. Exit stage left. Alright, and then we just throw all of the stuff I get out of a sieve into this. Wow, I got 3 diamonds already? Wow. Man, am I lucky. Just too bad I wanted redstone. Alright, and if you If you liked this live stream, like and subscribe, and I will see you next time on The Price is Right.